we can.
It's fine. She with me. What's your name?
Hi, young
I'm
lady.
sorry, one more time. Kyra? I'm Jonathan. Nice to meet you. All right, have a seat, Kyra. My name is Jonathan Williams. All right, so I'm Jonathan Williams. I am incredibly happy to be here with you guys. I grew up across the border in Indiana, about 100 miles away. And I spent most of my life, though, in the shadows of Chicago, coming here as a kid, going to the old Halstead Street way before most of your days, buying stuff, getting gear, buying 20 socks for 15 cents, and stuff like that. So that was my life growing up. I'm one of 9 of my brothers and sisters. I'm one of 9 that graduated college. Through some good fortune and good people in my life and kind of believing that I could do some things, I did manage to start a business and do some pretty exciting things with my life. I'm going to tell you what I do, then I'll tell you a little bit about my background quickly, and then I kind of want to encourage you to kind of keep doing what you are doing, but try to do a little better. My background is I'm a consultant. And you guys know what consultants do. Just put your hand up, and if you do know what consultants do, and I'll tell you. So a lot of times, I spent most of my career in consulting. That means that businesses, what's your name? Clifton? Clifton, all right, so let's say Clifton has a business. It's called Clifton Co. Clifton Company. Stand up here for me real fast. So Clifton, I'm going to have you ready. No, let's do Clifton. I'm going to have you write a few things down, so just be ready. All right, so Clifton has a company, and Clifton's company creates, I don't know, what do you guys do? You walk dogs, you say. So Clifton's company, Clifton walks dogs. So anyway, Clifton is he wants to expand his company. So right now he has Austin on lock. He has the whole area on lock. He's trying to move it downtown. So what he would do is he may hire some consultants. And what we'll do is we'll come in, we'll talk to Clifton, we'll find out what his money looks like, what his business strategy should be, who he should hire, what are some of those people that, what their skill set should be. Go ahead and have a seat, Clifton. Thank you. So that's kind of what I do. I kind of work with companies to help them get better. Focusing on 3 things. I focus on technology. Do you have the right technology? Who's good at computers here? And that can be anything from somebody that's the master of Facebook to being able to actually draw things on a computer. So it's technology, it's strategy, which is like saying, hey, Clifton, maybe it's not a good idea to just spend all your money on this. Maybe you should spend a little on this and spend some other on this. So it's helping people get the right strategy. And then finally, it's the creative part. Like who's excellent at drawing and visual design. See over there, man? So it's that whole creative piece. So my job is bringing all 3 of those together. I happen to not be good at any of them. But my job is actually to find those people who are good at them, bring them together, and then lead that process. And that's what I've been doing my whole career. And a couple things I want to encourage you, because I think I'm about to run out of time. I am about to run out of time. Things I want to encourage you. Please. 5 minutes? Okay. Well, shoot. I want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. Like, you could become, a basketball player. You could become a radio personality. You could be a football player. You could be any of those things. But the likelihood isn't real high. And that's not me trying to be negative. It's 1 in a million. Like, 1 in a million. And so, if you are able to continue to do what you're doing today, which is going to school, being good at school, continue to play sports, continue to be involved, continue to do some of those things, and not get too, I see you over there drifting out of space. If you're not able to drift too far out of space, but able to stay focused just a little bit, it'll make a huge difference. So one of the challenges I faced, and so we're going to write a few things down. One of the challenges I faced was how can I do what I do better? And so there's 3 things. There's 3 things, and I'm going to share this with you. You can write it down, you can write it down for me. One is to envision, okay? Envision, what should this look like? This is what I tell my clients, okay? This isn't just some stuff I'm making up for you today. I get paid to come and talk to clients about this. Envision, what does something really good look like? Like, what does my future look like? When we asked you what you wanted to do with your life, when Latoya asked you earlier, you think, well, what would you really like to do? And then it becomes align. What are you doing today? So envision, I don't know if you write it down, I'm giving you go. Envision, align, which is I need to now align myself with my vision. Aligning yourself with your vision is, let's say my man back here who said he wanted to play basketball. So you see yourself as a basketball player. How do you align yourself with that vision?
Cool.
What do you do? What do you do?
You design something vision.
Yeah.
You just put things that you need to do in order to get to that money.
Yes. Yeah, you do that. You begin to do things. So you align yourself with that vision. You begin to eat better. You begin to work out more. You begin to study more. You begin to do those things. And then finally, it's this idea of enable. Of envision, align, enable. What are you doing to put yourself in that ability? What are the things that are making you go forward? Those are three things that I do from a professional standpoint. I did some work recently for the Field Museum. So who's been to the Field Museum? Alright, so the Field Museum, if you go to fieldmuseum.org and you see that website, that was one of the projects I led. So the fieldmuseum.org website, it was about a 2.5-year project, believe it or not. But in doing that work, we're able to help them, one, find out what they wanted their digital presence to be. Two, we helped to align their internal people and their resources and all those things to what they were ultimately trying to do. And then three, we enabled it by giving them this web presence. And so I just wanted to leave you today with the idea that you're actually on track. You're on track to be able to do some of these great things. So I do consulting, and I'd almost encourage all you to get into a career with consulting. It's like this. Here's the cool thing about consulting. As a consultant, you start off and you get a chance to learn what everyone else is doing. You get to learn about their businesses. You get to see a lot of different parts of the world. I've been to India, I've been to Europe, I've been to Japan multiple times. I travel all around the country constantly. And I'm fortunate because my work kind of drives me to these places. With respect to what you want to do, a lot of times consultants are the ones who, a lot of those guys make money as well as any type of professional athlete at some point. So you wouldn't think about it. A lot of times the consultants are the ones, and the people who run the consulting firms are the ones who own those teams. So when you think about a team like the Golden State Warriors, or you think about a team like Portland Trailblazers, those are essentially owned by consultants. Consultants at some point who climbed the ladder, made their money, and now they own the team. So I just want to encourage you to not just think about things that are easy in front of you. Not just think about the idea, I'm sorry we get a chance to write this down. You did write down enable and vision. You got an envision for me, but that's okay. But not just think about those things that seem like they are the right things to do for you to make it easy. I encourage you to continue to work on what you're doing here at school today because it ultimately is going to lead to a better life for you. All right, Jonathan Williams, I'm hanging out here, so if you have questions, comments, concerns, ask them. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't more for you. Next time, we'll do this. Any questions?
You guys have any questions?
Alright, you guys know what I do now, though?
Yeah,
What does a consultant do?
I don't know, they own business and build things.
We do fixed things. We tend to fix things.
Make as much money.
We make ball or paper, yes. We make ball and paper. What else?
I got one.
Y'all got me right.
Y'all put things in museums.
We don't put things in museums. Yes, we do not put things in museums. I'm teasing. I helped the Field. The Field Museum was one of my clients, so we did some work with this. All right. Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.